Hello, and welcome to our monthly series highlighting specific features of USGA's tournament management product. My name is Tyler Cope, and I'm the account manager for the West region with Golf Genius software. And this month, we're going to focus on a newly released feature, which was the ability to import courses from the USGA's Course Rating Directory. So to put this in context, we need a little bit of background on this. When USGA tournament management was first implemented back in 2017, all of the courses and tees that were in any one of your accounts were courses that were manually entered courses, meaning at some point, somebody had to go in and create that course or courses and tees associated with a particular course. And at the time, that allowed us to post scores to GIN, but those scores were manually posted at the time, ESC scores, or after the beginning of 2020, adjusted gross scores. So the new feature allows us now to import courses directly from the USGA Course Rating Directory. And with the import of these course and tees, we have now CRD course and tee ID numbers that are attached to these courses. This allows us for these courses to be WHS compliant and also gives us now the ability to include hole-by-hole data with those posted scores to GIN, and also allows scores to be used for PCC adjustments. So let's take a look at how we can do this within your account. I'm going to switch my screen here, and I'm here in my account. So we can go to our customer settings, and we would go to our course details. Now you're going to see I have a couple of courses in here that are showing red and WHS compliant, which means that they're actually not compliant because they're red. But what I want to do is go through the process and explain a couple of things, because this is really something that everybody should do within their account. So I've got a couple of courses here that I have. One of them is Pelican Hill South. And this is a manually entered course, and I know that because there's no WHS tag on it. So what we can do, if you have a course in your account that you want to copy information from to the course that you're importing, there's a very easy way to do it. And so right here, we're going to import this course from the USGA Course Rating Directory. And I'm just going to click on this option. And so the first thing I want to do is search for the course that I'm going to be importing. So you can see I've got two options here. I'm going to do Pelican Hill Golf Club South course. And I'm going to click Next. Now, as I mentioned, you might have information in your existing course that you want to copy over. If that's the case, let's click this button. If you don't want to copy, or you don't have anything that you want to copy over, you can simply just import the course directly at this point. But I'm going to copy some information over, and I need to select which course that is from my account. So I'm bringing in the Pelican Hill South course, and I'm going to copy some information. Now we give you the option of what to bring over. Now you might have information imported in your course, such as shotgun priority. You might have pace of play information entered. You might have tee colors, any abbreviations for tees in a course. All of that would come over. Now these last three are kind of the important ones: stroke index, par, and yardage. If your information in your course is up to date and accurate, you can copy this information over. If you copy over information that may be incomplete in CRD, I'll explain here in a few minutes what happens with that. So for right now, I'm just going to bring over all this information, and I'm going to click Next. Now on my course that I'm copying from, I only have one tee that's set up under that course, and it's been automatically matched here with the white men's tee. Now it's possible that the tee I had set up was maybe a tee for the ladies. So just make sure that the tee that you're matching is the correct tee. Because if I match this white tee, which was really a men's tee, with the white ladies, that information is going to become out of sync and it's going to be incorrect. So just because this automatically matches, double check that what is matched is accurate. Now, I don't have any other T's to match, but these are T's on the left that are going to be brought in from CRD. And I'm going to click import. And what this is going to do, it's going to bring in the course and T's from CRD and all the information that's contained within that. So you can see that I've got a tag here now for each T, and I've got a tag that this is WHS compliant. So we can see if I'm back here at my course details area that this course now is going to show as WHS compliant. Now, a couple of things to note here. If I go back into this course, what I've brought over was information from CRD. And if you remember, I matched that white T with the men. Now, if this information that I brought over does not match what is in CRD, at the end of the day, we sync with CRD and the course that's in your account. If this information that I copied over from my T is out of date, or there's different information for the white T in CRD, we're going to get an out of sync notice the next day. Now, it's possible too that you bring over information for a T that is not accurate in CRD. And say you come in here and you change the yardage, or you change the par for a hole, or you change the handicap stroke index. When you change that, the next day, we're going to sync with the course that's originally set up in CRD. And if anything is out of sync, we're going to get this red tag. And you can see this one here, and it tells us why. USGA Course Rating Directory, blue has different data, yardage, stroke index, and par, and white has different data as well. If that's the case, or if you import a course from CRD and the information is not accurate, you need to reach out to the USGA with the correct information so they can input that into CRD. And once that information's been updated, you would want to re-import your course again. Now, a couple other notes. You can see that this course here now has obviously the WHS tag. And if I come down here, you can see that the other one that I originally had was archived today. This will, in some cases, automatically archive your course. And there's a couple of things that we need to keep in mind. One of them is if you have a league or an event that has course and T assigned to that course that's been archived, it would be a good idea to go and double check for any future rounds that those are still, that you would want to switch those over to the new course. Another impact of importing your course from CRD is if you use default T's for your players in the master roster. Right now, if you have default T's set up and you import a course from CRD, we are going to lose that information for players for default T's in the master roster. So you would want to make sure that you have that information prior to updating your course, because you would have to re-enter those players' default T information in the master roster. We're working on a fix for that, but for right now, that's something to keep in mind. If you are using player default T's, you will have to re-enter that information after you import a course from CRD. So we also have a help article in the knowledge base. It's called Importing and Managing Courses from the USGA Course Rating Directory. Feel free to read over that. As always, if you're not using USGA TM, I encourage you to reach out to the USGA and ask them to activate your account. And also another note that we've started offering weekly webinars for individual club training. If you're interested, contact the USGA and you can sign up for an individual training session, not only with myself, but in conjunction with the USGA. Thank you.